Hello, I am Dr. Enam Abood, and it's my pleasure to talk to you today about a condition called colon cancer or bowel cancer. Contrary to the general belief, this is no longer an old person's disease. It can happen at any age, unfortunately. It happens to people in their 20s and their 30s and their 40s. And the older we are, the incidence will get higher. Currently in the UK, the incidence is 1 in 15 men at any time of their lives and 1 in 18 women at any time of their lives. So this is really quite alarming. And unfortunately, it is getting even more prevalent amongst both sexes and in younger ages. So what are the reasons? Why is this happening? Why do people have colon cancer or bowel cancer? Genetics. So we get it out of the way. So somebody who has a parent, a sibling, close family, aunts, uncles, grandfather, mother, who've had colon cancer, they need to be careful. They need to have themselves checked, more so than people without a genetic predisposition. Now, without the genetics, then why would people have it? It's dietary, smoking, alcohol. So colon cancer happens when a human colon gets irritated by toxins, poisons, and those toxins come and released from processed foods. So people who live on processed food, junk food, food that you buy, just put in the microwave and eat, lack of fiber. So then the stools, the debris, stay sitting in the colon for a long time, not really being squeezed out in a decent, quick time. So it is in contact with the lining of the colon that can actually be quite a reason to have colon cancer. Statistics showed that 13% of colon cancer in the UK are caused by processed meats. That is honestly very alarming. And we need to be aware of it and we need to be careful of it. And please, parents who have young children, do not feed them processed meat or processed food, because a process of colon cancer could easily start at a very young age. We don't know about it. We don't want to put our children at such a risk. We cannot do that. So please be aware of that. It's nothing really easier than cooking a simple food at home. And you can use, it doesn't matter, we don't really need to go every day for meat. You could do meat, chicken, high protein, vegetarian, cook it at home. Simple stuff, chicken wings, chicken drumsticks, anything like that. Mince meat, just cook it at home, easy, simple, and feed them. Please be aware of that. So let's talk about now the risk of alcohol and its relation to having colon cancer. I'm not talking really about you having a glass of wine with your meal and enjoying it, or having a drink with your friends in a pub. It's not that really. What is medically allowed for both men and women is to have 14 units of alcohol a week. 14. That's 2 drinks a day. Now, what are these drinks? What is a unit? A small glass of wine, half a pint of beer, or a shot of spirit. And statistics have said if human beings, if people take 3+ units a day, that can actually double their risk of having colon cancer. So this is not to be taken lightly. And also on this subject, it's nothing to do with colon cancer, but please don't drink alcohol on an empty stomach. because it is a unique alcohol. It's a unique substance. It can be absorbed from the stomach straight away. If the stomach is empty, so it will be absorbed and it can affect a human being much quicker than if it is drunk on a full stomach or really mixed with food during a meal. It's just a point I wanted to mention. Then smoking. Whether it is pipe smoking, cigarette smoking, I don't know about vaping, simply because there's a new and no research has been done on that, so no one knows if it is actually also a culprit. We will only know in the future where research is going to be done on this subject. But nicotine is a direct cause of any part of the digestive system cancer, starting from the tongue, the lips, throat, the gullet or the esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. So because not only it is being inhaled, going to the lungs, but it's actually being swallowed. So again, please, if you do smoke, there are lots of ways to help you. NHS are fully equipped, self-help groups, whichever you can choose. You can always even go to any pharmacy, Boots or Lloyd's. They will have what it takes to help you with that, or your own GP if you prefer. So now I've explained to you colon cancer causes and reasons. Now I would like to talk to you about the symptoms. We need to be fully aware of what symptoms an individual will have if they have colon cancer. Number one would be, in my opinion, which could be vague, but changes of bowel habits. What does that mean? Like a person is being regular, going to the toilet daily and everything is in order. Then they start not going or become constipated, maybe for a few days. Or they could have diarrhea or loose stools, with or without the presence of blood. So it doesn't have to be blood to be in the stool as an indication of colon cancer. So changes of bowel habits. If it happens like you're on holiday and then you came back and change of the time, of course that's different, but where there is no real reason, like no changes in circumstances, no changes of food, no changes of time clock. So this is one. Then abdominal pain. So pain can happen. Lower abdomen usually, which is again unexplained pain. And blood in the stool. Of course, it usually is bright red blood because it's not being digested. The blood from the stomach, let's say, becomes black because the stomach has already digested it. But bright red blood coming out with the stool. Not every blood is colon cancer. Piles can cause blood. Fissure, anal fissure, but that's extremely painful, will have also blood. Polyps can give blood, but some polyps are cancerous polyps. So when you see blood in your stool, got to raise the alarm. Never go on Google and check, oh, I'm young, I'm healthy, oh, it's piles, oh, it will go away. Please do not do that. Do yourself a favor. Call your GP, make it known to them, and then get yourself checked and investigated. In the UK, the NHS offer, and this is from age 50, but there is a call to make it from age 45, to check stool samples of men and women for the presence of microscopic blood. Microscopic blood meaning blood we cannot see, but the lab can see and tell us if there is any blood in the stool that is not seen by us. And if there is any, then further investigations will be done. The person will be referred to a gastroenterologist unit, and they will have a colonoscopy, meaning putting a camera through the anus to look into the colon, remove any polyps if there are any polyps that are the cause of the bleeding, analyze them to make sure that they are benign, not cancerous. This is the way it should be. Remember I said to you, there are people with genetic predisposition, and this is absolutely vital test for those people. Once a year, that's all really, once a year. You could do that through your GP. And if you are a person with a genetic predisposition, Please do not wait till you are 45 or 50. Just do it. Because, as I said, it's not an old person disease any longer. It can happen to people in their 20s. And there are lots of examples of that. So, having told you the facts, I would like you to reflect, consider some lifestyle changes, be aware, and trust me when I tell you, this is a preventable disease. 80% of diseases can be prevented if we understand them and we change our lifestyle and we stay healthy. Listen, health is priceless. Do remember that. I wish you all the very best and all of you stay healthy.